Hello there. Today I'm going to talk to you about branding. What is a brand? Why you need it? Why you should care about it when it comes to customer experience, and then how you can review your brand, the colors, your brand personality, its identity, the whole works, and how it really is such an essential component of customer experience. So first and foremost, let me start off with what is a brand. So a brand essentially is a set of features that when pulled together, helps to differentiate one business from another. In the same way that as individuals and humans, we all have distinct features that set us apart from others. So both of you will have a name, a personality type, a voice, a style in terms of how you look, and even what you wear. You'll have a purpose that guides you. You'll have a reason that you get out of bed in the morning. You'll have values that guide you and a vision of what you want that future to look like. Think of it as your identity. It's your why you're in business. It's also your what you aim to achieve by being in business and what you aim to help others to achieve. It's also your how, as in how you will help them to achieve it. It's the right or wrong that guides that how. And it's also what keeps you going and what drives the momentum in your business. It's why your customers get you. It's your story. It's what's unique to you. It's what's authentic and what makes you stand out and be different. That's what your brand is. So why do you need to care about branding? I suppose being clear on those things and more help you frame and form a brand that impacts the overall experience that a client has when they engage with you in your business. To the extent that your brand evokes an emotion that clients feel when they hear your name or your business name, when they see your logo, when they experience the ambience that you create, be that in person or online. It's the overall service experience. It's every email that you send. It's the cost of doing business with you. It's the quality that they get when they do business with you. And then it's the consistency of the core features, designs, and elements that make up your brand. You see, most people think of their colors and their fonts and things like that when they're designing their websites. And they're inclined to pick colors that they themselves like, as opposed to what their customers might like, or even to really factor what each color actually means and how it might represent you and your business in the future. Interestingly enough, in a recent study done by Forbes, something as simple as the brand colors you use in your business can really boost brand recognition by as much as 80%. So when you are doing things on social media or anywhere else, make sure that the brand colors that you use are consistent, but also that they're appropriate for the service you provide and the clients that you serve. Fonts too can impact clients, as they can create a sense of what your business is like. If you use really scriptive or cursive fonts, they could be classed as quite feminine. Or you might use kind of 3D style fonts that perhaps are seen as unisex, or you might use particular fonts that are very masculine. And so if your ideal client is a man, a woman, or unisex, you need to also consider what the fonts are. And that may not be something that you've actually considered before. And these things all help to form clients to form impressions of you. Like, it actually only takes 7 seconds for people to form an impression of you or your business. And they get that sense the very first encounter that they have with you. 7 seconds, that's all it takes. And statistics show that it takes between 5 and 7 interactions with a brand for people to start remembering it. So again, being clear on your brand's identity, being consistent in how it looks, what it says, and how it makes people feel will play a vital role in terms of helping people remember it. Another really interesting fact is that 61% of consumers are far more likely to do business with a brand that comes up with its own original, engaging and informative content, be that online, wherever. 71% of consumers prefer to buy products or services from brands that they know. So don't underestimate that following that you have on social media. The following on social media and the consistency that you put out there when you're engaging with people, your tone and how your personality is when you're being social on social media should represent your brand. And often in my experience, what I find is that people's personal brand, what the things that are intrinsically important to them, the things that they value as humans, are also the things that come through in their business. And when people come to know your brand, and later when they hear your brand name or see your logo, it'll prompt a memory, an emotion or a feeling. And if those things are positive, people will want to buy your products or services. They'll want to support your business and they'll be really proud to be associated with you. Your brand and how it's marketed are such essential components of customer experience. So here's how you can create a brand. Firstly, you need to know who your ideal clients are. Secondly, have a clear vision, mission, and purpose. Third, define your values, the ones that other people in your business, if you're not a solopreneur or even if you have a virtual assistant, ones that they can emanate if they're engaging with your clients. 4, create brand colors and fonts that appeal to your ideal clients, not just ones that you yourself love. 5, get clear on your brand's personality and voice. How will it show up? 6, use marketing and word of mouth to get your brand working for you. And 7, having a consistent tagline, as in your I help statement, having long and short versions of the story that you tell people about your business and how it works. These are all components of your brand's story. Being clear on the story helps you to really bolster your brand again, because being consistent and persistent in the messaging and the stories that you put out there helps people to really understand what you're about, what it is that you do, who you help, why you help them, and how you do it. So just to recap on all of that and why I'm talking about branding. Branding is an essential component of the customer experiences that you create. A lot of people believe that customer service is customer experience, but it's not. It's so much more than that. It's about designing an experience that will attract your ideal client and then taking them on the journey from start to finish, all whilst that's in line with your what, your why, and your how. I hope that from watching this video now that you understand how and where your brand fits into your customer experience. I'd be delighted to answer any questions that you have or chat with anyone who'd like more information. So feel free to connect with me here. Thanks for watching.